I'm going to create a twisted strap in Solid Edge using a combination of synchronous and ordered. So I'm going to start with a line command. I'm going to lock to the plane with the F3 key. Control H takes me through to the sketch view. Just zoom out a little bit and draw a line. Hit the A key, which turns it into an arc. And I'm just going to come back and connect to the endpoint. You can see that we have tangency and endpoint connection on here and endpoint connection here. I can add some dimensions. These are driving dimensions, so they will change the geometry. So if I click and type, that will go straight to modifying the model, bring that down to 20. And again, I can use a smart dimension to go between here and here and make that say 30. I will also add in a horizontal relationship between here and here that locks it centrally, and I will add a whole circle in here, and I'll make that say 10 diameter, and go close the sketch. Then I can click in here and I can then go symmetric. If I hold the shift key down, it goes in a single direction. I want to go symmetric, and we'll make this 10 mil thick. Then I will hide my PMI, and what I want to do is create the same thing at the other end, and I can put the steering wheel on the coordinate system, holding the shift key down and clicking on the sketch plane. I can rotate this around to wherever I want it to, and then I can go copy on here, click the torus on the steering wheel, and that will allow me to copy and rotate that 180 degrees. I will then move my steering wheel while that is still selected and grab the midpoint here. Holding the shift key down, I can drag this down to an offset of 5 mil halfway down and click in here. And again, I want to rotate it, so I will pick on the control pane, and then I can rotate this around, turning off the design intent. I can turn that 90 degrees, and at this stage what I will do is I will create a loft between the two, but I will do this one in ordered, and just gives me a little bit more control on something that is not a uniform shape. So I will go to the loft command, and I am going to change from chain to face, and you want to make sure that you're picking the same key point here and here. So I'm going to take it down to the bottom there, so it's going to twist, and right mouse click to move on, and then I can change my curvature to tangent continuous at both ends, and that gives me a nice twisted shape. Now what I can do from here, I can go back and select the initial protrusion, which is in the synchronous environment, and I can still use the steering wheel. So if I wanted to, I can stretch this out. I can rotate it as well. Likewise with the opposite end. Go to here. I can position this, say, centrally, and change my orientation on the steering wheel, and then I'm free to rotate this around so you can get sort of whatever shape you are after. Alternatively, I can position the steering wheel on the center here and make it longer again, hitting the escape key to reset it, and again I can change its position vertically as well. So that gives me a lot of control over the final shape. I can also pick on here. So you can see that we have a radius 20 on here. I can pick on there and then change the shape of that. If I put the design intent on, it will maintain the tangency. So you can see that we can actually make it bigger one end compared to the other. If I want to make them the same, I can put a dimension on this end and then lock the two dimensions together. So as you can see, we've got a lot of control with something that has both synchronous direct modeling along with ordered feature-based modeling, and it gives us so much flexibility. It's a great tool.